the Electric Israelis here, and thank you for joining. Today I want to make this special video about the pickup trucks that are coming in the next year or two or three, all the electric pickup trucks. As you know, 20% of all car sales in the United States are pickups. It's a big, huge segment of the three major car companies in the United States, Ford, GM, and Fiat. And for each one of them, so you know, it's 38%. For each one of them, it's 38% of their total sales. So Ford F-150, for example, who's been around for more than 30 years, is the best seller for the Ford company. So it's very important to Detroit. Like I said, it's very, important to their sales and revenue. And the electric revolution has to be addressed by them, and they all are. So there are some companies who are startup, like Rivian and Bollinger. We'll not call Tesla a startup company anymore, because Tesla is very well established in the EV market. Lordstown is a startup company, but GM, Ford, and Fiat are marching ahead in making the electric vehicle. They understand if they lose or if they come late to this dance, they are going to be completely and totally obliterated. Now, fighting climate change and fossil fumes going out from cars, you know, all this CO2 going out of cars, this is where to really to start with these very poor MPG cars that get very low miles per gallon. So it is going to be very difficult to convince people, but this is something that is just inevitable. So we will see what Rivian and Bollinger and Lordstown are going to do. Rivian is backed up by Amazon, and Lordstown is going to cater to fleets. Obviously, geographically speaking, they're not going to sell to customers per se. Rivian also got some investments from Ford, but Ford is going to eventually have their F-150 probably in 2022. The one thing I can tell you is it's going to be a very interesting battle between Hummer, the GMC Hummer, and the Tesla Cybertruck. And that's what I want to focus with you about today, is about these two incredibly interesting cars. I will tell you a little bit about their specs, and then I'll tell you which one I think is actually going to come to market and be successful between these two and between all the others. So quickly, to start with the GMC Hummer, it's offering 1,000 horsepower and 11,500 pound-feet of torque. It's going to have a 0 to 60 of approximately 3 seconds. They're going to have this very interesting modular sky panels that you can actually take apart the roof if you want to go convertible. And of course, it's going to have the Super Cruise, which is their version of the driving assistance. It's very rugged, and it's extremely outdoorish and powerful vehicle that I'm going to have a 35-inch tire, for example. And it is going to do extremely well in the wild and on the road. Now, they are taking reservations right away. They are taking reservations, and they are talking about a next year delivers of the very high-end model. Again, it's it's a 5-seater, beautifully laid out. There's no question about a lot of technology inside. And it does look like a Hummer. It really does look like a Hummer, like the gasoline Hummer. And their first edition of the Hummer EV, Edition 1, is starting price of $112,595. That is twice as much as the Tesla, for example. They're going to have the Hummer EV later on in fall of 2022 for $99,995. Then the Hummer EV2. That's going to be a dual motor. That's going to be $89,995, and that's going to be in spring of 23. And then they're going to have a Hummer EV2 as well for $79,995. That's going to be in spring of 2024. That's also a dual motor. So the Hummer EV Edition 1 is going to have a tri-motor. The Hummer EV 3X is going to have a tri-motor as well, but that's coming in 22. The edition 1 is coming in 21, and the Hummer EV 2X, that's in a dual motor as well in spring 23, and the Hummer EV 2, that's going to come, that's going to be also a dual motor, and it's going to come in 2024. In terms of the range, the Hummer EV 2 is going to have 200 plus miles range. The Hummer EV 2X is going to have a 300 plus miles range. The Hummer EV 3X is going to have a 300 plus miles range, and the tri-motor Hummer EV Edition 1 is going to have a 350 miles plus range. In terms of the horsepower for the Hummer EV2 is 625 horsepower, 7,400 pound-feet of torque. For the Hummer EV2X, we're going to have estimate of 625 horsepower, 7,400 pound-feet of torque. For the EV3X, we're going to have 800 horsepower and 905,000 pound-feet of torque. And for the Edition 1, which is coming next year, 1,000 horsepower. Wow. 11,500 pound-feet of torque, 0 to 60, like we said before, 3 seconds. Now, the Tesla Cybertruck, which was introduced almost over a year ago, they're going to have simple, the Tesla is always simple, 3 version, the single motor, rear-wheel drive, starting price at $39,000. The dual motor, all-wheel drive, starting at $49,000. And the tri-motor starts at $69,900. The single motor is going to have 250 plus range, 7,500 pound-feet of towing, 6.5 seconds 0 to 60. The dual motor is going to have a 300 miles plus range, 10,000 pounds towing capacity in 4.5 seconds 0 to 60. And the tri-motor is going to have a 500 plus miles range, 14,000 pounds of towing capacity in 2.9 seconds 0 to 60. All gonna have the possibility of full self-drive. They all come with the basic autopilot. Now, here's what we definitely know. We do know that the Cybertruck has over 500,000 reservations. That we know. And we know that it's going to be built in Texas, the heartland of pickup trucks. And we know that it's possibly going to be delivered in limited amount at the end of next year, 2021. I will tell you, and I told you in many of my videos, that the single motor will never see light of day. I will be shocked. That's what Tesla does. So you can count on the dual motor and the tri-motor to be out. Now, in terms of the GMC, I really see hard time for them catching up, because I feel that the ones that are going to be available for reasonable price, it's going to be only in 2024. That's the dual motor and even the EV2X with the 300 miles. But the price is high. It's high even for the very basic model. So it's really high. So I always doubt GM until they prove me wrong with that, which is fine. But I am going to tell you that I feel from all of these startups and established legacy automakers, I feel that Tesla is going to be number one. I really have a lot of hopes for Rivian. I've seen Rivian. I have a lot of hopes for them, and I think that the Ford F-150 gonna have to get on board if they want to survive. So we'll see what happens. Let me know what you think in the comment. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.